white bounce house for $300. What was the end ticket after you added the decor?
The end invoice was around $3,000. Any mom who has a passion for that kind of stuff can do it. It's fun because you get to look forward to planning the party as if it were your own.
So how do you balance being a mom and a business owner?
Being in this business and being business owners, we make our own hours, get to go to their field trips, and I get to drop them off in school. And I mean, we kind of just live life on vacation.
Hi, everybody. Bridget with JumpOrange here. And today on the JumpOrange podcast, I have a very special guest, Sarah Miller with Miller's Jump Time Entertainment. Sarah and her husband, Blake, have 3 kids, and they moved down from Louisiana to Florida to acquire their business. Miller's Jump Time Entertainment is located in St. Cloud, Florida. And the real reason I wanted to bring you on today, Sarah, was to talk to you about how you've been adding a ton of value to your business by providing tablescapes and balloon art as an add-on to your existing rentals. So tell me a little bit, Sarah, about how you got into doing balloon art and tablescapes.
Yeah, so it started about 8 years ago for my son's first birthday. My mother-in-law and I were trying to construct a balloon arch to make this party look amazing, and we did not know what we were doing, so it took a very long time. So over the last 8 years, I've just kind of done it for friends, family, birthday parties, baby showers. I did my own baby shower, graduations, and I kind of just perfected it. Obviously, I'm nowhere near perfect, but I've just learned over time little tips and tricks, and I've gotten it down to doing it super quick and making it look really good.
Yeah, it's really cool because you kind of took like an existing skill and have brought it into the business and really added a lot to the business with it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so currently you're already doing inflatable rentals, but you're also doing tables and chairs.
Yes.
Right? So now when you do a booking, you can also add a tablescape with the decor for the party. You can add some balloon art, whether it's an arch or a garland or something like that. So who really sets up that pricing and everything? How do you figure out how much to charge? Like, what are you providing? Are they providing? Who's setting up? Things like that.
So it kind of just depends on the client. Every party is customizable. And we do that because we want to cater to both levels. So if your budget is a little bit lower, it's around $500. If you want to supply some of the party decorations and then I just charge like a flat rate to set everything up, I can do that. Or I can do grab and go balloons. So I kind of just, you pick them up. They're already pre-constructed at my house and you pick them up and set them up where you want. Or we have this clients who have, they just kind of have a vision, or they give me free reign to do it. And then these turn into $3,000 parties. And I mean, I kind of just have creative reign to do whatever.
Yes, I know you were telling me about one you did recently where it was like a white bounce house for $300.
Mm-hmm.
But then what was the end ticket for that rental after you added the decor?
So the end invoice was around $3,000. I think it was a little bit over.
Y'all hear that? She turned a $300 ticket to a $3,000 ticket, all with decor.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so we did the kids' table. I did customizable centerpieces. I did a whole bunch of balloons for them. We had the candy cart, the arch on the inflatable, some cute columns. I did an ice cream cone because it was an ice cream party made out of balloons. So
oh my God, so cute.
It came out really, really nice.
I love that. And then obviously you're getting amazing photos too, right? So having the tables, the chairs with the decor, the balloons, and the inflatables in the background. You take these full event photographs that you then put on your website. I mean, that has to be supporting the whole business.
I mean, Blake's a really good photographer, but he's good about doing social media. Absolutely. He takes tons of videos, photos, everything to kind of showcase our work and what we can do. That way people see we're not just an inflatable company. Mm-hmm. We're kind of like a one-stop shop.
Yeah. So would you say that the decor is driving more in business to the inflatable rentals, or that the inflatable rentals are what are driving business to the tablescapes and balloon art?
I would say the inflatables, as of right now, that's kind of our key what our page advertises. So it brings in a lot more. And then we get to talk to the clients and we add on all those things. I think if I did have a separate page, it may be like a team, I would be able to promote the decorating more. Yeah, that's a totally different. I mean, kids' birthday parties, yes, some people decorate, but it's more like the bigger events, graduations, weddings, that people really come to us for all of the balloons and everything.
Yeah, so you're building such a skill set that could become its own business in the future. You could start, Miller's, I don't know, like Miller's Decor and party planning or something.
Come up with so many different names. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, you could like create a whole thing just off of that. But I know you were telling me right now you kind of want to keep it on the smaller sides.
Yeah, I think we're kind of just focusing. We're still new. We've been in business for about 2 years, so we're still kind of focusing on growing and maintaining our customer base. I'm very close with a lot of our clients, so they've kind of grown to be family, and we want to keep that small business factor while also still growing and being successful. Yeah, I think eventually when I am able to get a team that I think I can work well with, I'll expand.
Yeah, because with the tablescapes and decor, it is different than the inflatables. So like the inflatables, you own the inventory, you kind of know what like setup, breakdown, and cleaning looks like. But with the tablescapes and decor, there's a lot more planning that goes into it.
Yes.
And acquiring supplies and trying to bring your client's vision to life. So like tell me a little bit about that. Like how much more time and energy does that take?
I mean, this can take weeks. I have, actually, funny story, the $3,000 client, they booked like 2 weeks before their party, which...
Oh, no?
Not ideal. But usually I like to talk to them weeks in advance, even months in advance, just so I can kind of get a vision. And it also gives them time, especially if it's a larger party, to save up the funds. And yeah, like I said, I only take a deposit for the supplies, but I just want to make sure also some supplies I'm able to get in on time. Because I do have to order from certain websites, and I just want to make sure that I have everything and I have enough of everything to be able to make their vision come to life. I like to sit down with the client, kind of do like a vision board and throw their colors and their scheme together to kind of see what they want it to look like, take some of their inspiration photos. And I mean, sometimes they're just like, do what you want. So
yeah. So there's a little bit of it all. Maybe it's the mom who already has the decorations, but she just needs someone to set it up. And maybe it's the client who wants the balloon arch, you build it for them, and then they put it up. Then there's also the high-end clients that are like, no, I want you to do it all. I want you to buy the decor, set it up, make the balloon arch, set that up, like do the full spectrum. So you can really play with different value levels for different customers.
Yeah. I mean, we've had a client where we showed up to their house to just drop off tables, chairs, and inflatable. And once Blake mentioned that I do decoration, she started handing me boxes and was just like, help me. So that was one of our good parties too. I had to throw together. I mean, it was all her idea with her decorations, but I just kind of made it come to life.
And I think you were telling me before that you do like an hourly rate for yourself for like how long it takes you to set up. So yeah, so that's something that you can always add on. Hey, if you want us to help you set up the party, we can send somebody in to do it.
And I even charge for cleanup too, because I mean, the worst part about a party is cleanup. So I do offer, even if I didn't do the decorations, if people just want to come in and kind of pick up everything, we will absolutely do that too. We know how, as parents, we know how it's a whole other
mess to deal with.
Yeah.
And then what about the tablescape decor and the balloon arches and things like that? Do you go get that at the end, or?
I do, or I can leave it. If clients don't want the balloons to remain in their house, I don't want them to pop it, but they can if they want. Kind of breaks my heart a little bit, but I'm okay with them like re-gifting it or even selling it to somebody else, because these balloons can last weeks and weeks.
Yeah.
So I've re-gifted balloons and had to use for another party like 2 weeks after, and they lasted. And it's kind of nice to see like my work get used again and again, and people they're using it and taking beautiful photos. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, the inside ones last much longer than the outside though, right?
I don't like outside parties.
No, the outside like expand from the heat and pop, and
heat makes everything expand. So you put balloons outside, they're not gonna last, especially in the Florida heat. If they're covered, they may last the duration of the party, but if you want them to last weeks and weeks, absolutely inside, they'll stay there.
Yeah. Well, I know a lot of our viewers maybe have businesses with their spouse or a business partner. Maybe they're even a single mom out there who's running the business. There's a little bit of everything. But usually there's somebody who's doing more of like the bookings, the customer service, the back end stuff. And then there's somebody who's doing the physical labor. With this, you've actually been able to add like a physical labor value to the business. You're upping the ticket. So you're really like contributing to the success of the business. I mean, that's pretty inspirational for other people who are out there who maybe just are booking and taking calls now, but they want to add more. They could get into something like what you're doing.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many opportunities for even just event planning. I mean, if you just kind of have an eye for things, or just like in art, like people are able to vision things. Some people cannot do that. And that's why you hire wedding planners and you hire event coordinators. But doing like tablescapes, balloons, literally anything party related, any mom who has a passion for that kind of stuff can do it.
And it's fun.
It is.
It's creative.
It's fun because you get to look forward to planning the party as if it were your own.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, you love it. Once it's done and you get to look at it, you're like, wow, I did this. And it feels like such a huge achievement.
So cool. So being a mom, right? It's a lot. That's a full-time job in itself. So how do you balance being a mom and a business owner?
I think it's different for me because it is a little bit easier to own our own business. So we both come from 9-to-5 backgrounds, Blake and I. Then one, he worked 12-hour shifts, but we spent more time away from home working versus spending time with our kids. And I mean, our kids were in before care, after care, with sitters, so we can try and make a living, and it just kind of wasn't ideal. So being in this business and being business owners, we make our own hours. So I get to go to their field trips and I get to drop them off in school and spend more time with them, and I'm home for dinner.
Oh,
so it's really nice.
It's invaluable, especially with how little they are and being able to pick them up from school. And I mean, yeah, going to all the school events, like really makes a big difference. And so how else has the business positively impacted your family?
I think just being able, like I said, to spend time with them. It's nice to be able to take them, like they have half days on Wednesdays, so I can take the kids to Disney on their half days. Cool. We make our own schedules. And I mean, we kind of just live life on vacation, going day by day. We have all the time in the world with them, but it's also just teaching them those valuable skills. I mean, they get to see Blake and I running a business. And I mean, I have a degree. Blake's on his way to getting his, but there's also things that they don't teach you in school, like finances and trades and learning all these set skills that come from life experience. And my kids get to experience that because they are working with us a lot.
Yeah, and you're their best teacher, like getting to learn directly from the parents. I'm sure even for Blake and you, like if you were working, I mean, what was your schedule like before? What hours?
About 7 to 5.
7 to 5, and he was gone for 12 hours. Like you guys probably didn't even get to spend too much time together.
Not really, especially when he was in the military. I mean, he was gone like 7 to 9 months at a time. In the first 4 years of our marriage, he was gone a lot because he was in the military. Then he got out and became a cop, so 12-hour shifts, still gone all the time, opposite schedules. So there was a lot of time we spent apart doing things separately because he was working. So this is nice to see him every day and be able to work with him. So
yeah, and you guys are like each other's team, right? Yeah. Like you're helping like amp each other up, hype each other up.
We definitely, 8 years of marriage, we've learned how to work with each other, and I don't think I could work with anyone else.
Yeah, because sometimes I know with some of my clients, like the marriage thing, owning a business, it can be hard. There could be different obstacles, but like how's that been for you all?
I mean, there's still obstacles. You're married, it is what it is, but we do know like each other tick. We know how to be there for each other. Obviously, when I'm stressed doing a client's party, he's kind of there to kind of mellow me down or let me know that everything's okay and it looks great. So, I mean, he's very encouraging, and I do the same for him as well.
Yeah, you guys both like talk so highly of each other. I love it. It's like you're so proud of him, he's so proud of you. And I mean, that's different than when you bring a stranger into your business and you're trying to train them and you're trying to have them have the same passion and involvement that you have. That's pretty hard to replicate, right?
I am very proud of him as far as he's come. Like I said, I mean, being from the military to being a police officer, he's definitely grown so much, and this is his element. The party rental is 100% his element. He loves being around his kids. He loves being a family man. So he's able to do that and to give back to people with his work. And it's so rewarding to see him enjoy that.
It makes him like really genuinely happy.
Yeah.
But I see that in you too, Sarah. Like I see that you're like stepping into your own. You're the mom, the business owner, the partner. You're creative. You've got your own like stake in the business now. I mean, your future looks super bright. I'm really excited to follow you all and see where you are in a couple of years with it. Because I mean, the sky's the limit, really. Like you're already doing so well for 2 years. And
I mean, absolutely. Our end goal is to own a venue and to be able to host weddings and events there as well. So, I mean, this will always be like where we started, but eventually we would love to be able to provide a space for events.
So great. Well, thank you so much for joining me on the podcast. So everybody, thank you for watching. Make sure that you hit the like button below. Please comment as well. It means so much to us. It'll help us with our algorithm. But also make sure you subscribe so that way you can see our next episode. We'll have a lot of different people from the party rental industry, but we also plan on just having business owners, entrepreneurs, side hustlers come on to give you all tips and some of their expert advice. So if you want to see more of what the Millers have done, you can check out Miller's Jump Time Entertainment. Follow them on social media. They post so many awesome things. You'll definitely get inspired and maybe start your own tablescape side hustle as well. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
See y'all.